Truthfully, I have been depressed this past week. And part of me didn't even want to post a video and share my depression because who wants to hear about things like that, right? Like, it's too sad, it's too depressing, it's too much, it's oversharing. But then I remember that when I'm sharing, I'm actually sharing my life with so many different versions of myself. I'm sharing with versions of myself that are smarter and more evolved and can handle it better. I'm sharing with the versions of myself that feel like they're in a place that they can't get out of. I'm sharing with the inspired version of myself. And I'm just sharing with the version of me that needs to know that someone out there that has an online presence deals with depression too. And she shows up. And she's vulnerable. And honestly, I have a bone to pick with the spiritual gurus that push the power of positivity 24/7. As if we don't go through this human experience that actually, honestly, kind of sucks sometimes. As if we don't have trauma that comes up in the middle of us trying to figure out how to juggle being a human and a spiritual being at the same time while also evolving over time and just generally trying to have an enjoyable experience while also learning all of the lessons that we came here to learn. Did that make sense? And for some reason, I have found here lately that even when I try to leave my home, something comes up for me and causes me to have a slight meltdown, which keeps bringing me back to the lesson that I need to just stop trying to busy myself to avoid my problems. What I need is actually within the silence and the space that I give myself. It's without numbing, it's without judgment, and it requires my full attention. And it's grace. It's giving myself grace. And it's self-love. That is healing. It's looking a mess and loving myself anyway. It's eating half a gallon of ice cream and washing my hair for the first time in over a week. It's being okay with not being okay. And I think that this week's lesson is just to acknowledge that where you are right now isn't where you're going to be forever. And it's okay to be there. Show up messy, show up unhinged, show up lazy or dramatic or mad at the universe for throwing yet another thing in your path, but still show up with open arms, ready to accept and love yourself no matter what the condition is that you are in. Because that is acceptance. That is the path of least resistance. To just allow whatever it is to just be. And if there's one thing that you can do for yourself today that will ease whatever it is in the moment, do that thing. Stop trying to force yourself to be productive or force yourself to be happy or motivated or excited or inspired. You don't have to be all of that 24/7. You just have to be. That is how you get into true alignment. Whatever is meant for you will come without force. Just take this moment by working with what you have. Because regardless, you are still worthy. Regardless, you are still loved. Even when you are embarrassed of where you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're still worthy. And I think this lesson of acceptance, of feeling low and wanting to cry and wishing that I had more strength, but still knowing that throughout it all, that I am still worthy, is one that has ultimately changed the game for me. It's changed the game in my life, in my mental health journey, in my spiritual journey, in my manifesting abilities, is knowing that throughout all of this, I'm still worthy. So what I will leave with you today, if you are in this place too, if you do not know what you're doing, if you're messy and you're unhinged and you just don't know, the depression that you have right now will ebb and it will flow. And it may seem like you're getting nowhere, like you're taking one step forward and you're taking 2 steps back. But regardless of that, your worthiness throughout it all will never cease. You will always and forever still be worthy of whatever it is that you want out of this life. I love you. The universe loves you. So take it easy on yourself today.